Hi YouTube, this is Julianne, and or I should say my name is Julianne, and this is actually my first video that I am uploading to YouTube about this pregnancy. So, and I know a lot of people start doing pregnancy vlogs from the very beginning, and I'm actually 31 weeks and 6 days, so I'm calling it 32 weeks. I'm already 32 weeks along, and but some stuff happened today that I thought, even though I'm so far along in my pregnancy already, it would be really good to start doing these video uploads as I'm going to be going on maternity leave earlier than I had hoped, but it'll give me something to do, and I'll have a record of certain things, and hopefully, you know, as I get ready for the arrival of our little one, I'll have something to remember it by and stuff like that. So anyways, for anyone who's watching, I'll kind of bring you up to date. Like I said, I'm 32 weeks pregnant already, and it's been rough. It has not been an easy pregnancy, not at all what I thought it was going to be like. Don't mind me, I'm on my exercise ball, so this is pretty much the most comfortable thing for me to sit on right now. At this point. So I just carry it with me around the house and sit on it everywhere. But my husband and I, we got married last August 20th, and I don't know that either of us were necessarily like thinking we were gonna have kids so soon, but we both, I think, at one point after we got home from our honeymoon, we kind of looked at each other and were like, why not have kids, you know? So I mean, we weren't necessarily trying, but we weren't preventing or anything, and sure enough, about a month later, well, I would have gotten pregnant, or we actually conceived a month later, and then a few weeks after that, I took a test that was positive, and yay! I think at first we were both a little scared and freaked out by it, and we both went after I came out of the bathroom and I was bawling my eyes out. I mean, it was like half happy tears, half freaking out tears, and Jason, my husband, he thought something was seriously wrong with me, like I was sick or hurt myself, and he's like, what's wrong? And I was like, I think I'm pregnant. And yeah, it was really funny. We both kind of looked at each other like, this is good, right? And yeah, we had to make a lot of changes really fast with our finances and just planning, and we had to get a car and all sorts of stuff. But everything's been coming together, and we are so blessed with so many good family members and friends and stuff. But we did find out at about 22 weeks or so, I can't remember exactly, that we are having a little girl. Here, I can show you her pictures. Hold on. This is the best picture of her little face. She was moving a lot, so we didn't get very many good pictures of her, but I don't know if you can see that with the glare. But that's her little face. And then this is the one I keep looking at over and over and over again, because I keep having nightmares that she comes out a boy. And we already have all this girly stuff, but this is the one with her girly parts. I don't know if you can see that. Girl. But yes, we are having a girl, and we've decided to name her Brooklyn Rose. Brooklyn just because I think it's a really cool name, and when she gets older she can go by Brooke if she wants, and her middle name Rose is actually after my best friend, who's practically my sister. Her middle name is Rose. So, yeah. But I wrote some stuff down so that I don't get too sidetracked what I'm trying to say. But pretty much when it comes to symptoms in this pregnancy, I have been completely a textbook pregnancy. Like, every symptom you're supposed to get when you're pregnant, I got. I was very, very sick in the beginning. I mean, I knew before I even took the test. Well, I didn't know that I was pregnant, but I was sick before I took it, and I had so much morning sickness, and I don't know why they call it morning sickness, because it's all day long. And really bad at nighttime. But I was missing so much work, and there were days where all I wanted to do was throw up, because it was the only thing that made me feel better. And so yeah, and that went on for a really long time for me too. Like most people, it'll kind of subside after their first trimester, and mine carried into my second trimester quite a bit. I think until I was about maybe 22, 23 weeks. And then of course I had just a small little rest period, and now that I'm in my third trimester, it's back. Not half as bad as it was in the beginning, and then I only get it maybe for an hour or two at a time now, and it's generally at nighttime. But other symptoms, I'm peeing all the time. I get terrible lower back pain, and my job required that I was on my feet constantly for 8 hours. I'm a customer service manager at Walmart, and so I'd be running around, and it wasn't that terrible, in the beginning, or even into the middle of my second trimester, and but it seems like within the past just week or so even, it just has gotten so bad, and it's not really even my back. The primary issue is my feet. And what most people don't know is actually before I even found out I was pregnant, I had a foot surgery scheduled for both of my feet. I was supposed to have foot surgery last December. I have what they call hypopronation, where my ankles are completely rolled in, and I have zero arches in either of my feet, and the outsides of my feet are starting to grow to compensate for it, and my ankles hurt so bad, and so I was used to having sore feet all the time, actually, but within the past week or so, it's been more than just sore feet. Like, after being on my feet for, I would say, like an hour to 2 hours, my eyes would actually start to well up with tears. It would hurt so bad. So, and, I hate being the complainer all the time, but, my OB, she deals with pregnant women all the time who have swollen, painful feet, and, she's like, oh, well, that's just normal for pregnancy and stuff, and I don't think she realized that I had a foot condition before this pregnancy, and so I felt like I needed to go to my actual foot doctor to maybe get some input, and so I actually went to go see him today, and pretty much he didn't have any good news for me. There's nothing he can really do at this point to make it better. I mean, even if he made inserts or something like that, it's not gonna do anything. But he did say, at this point, being on your feet is just gonna make things worse. and I was telling him that I started getting knee pain and hip pain, and he said, it's all stemming from, that within the last couple of months of your pregnancy, the hormones that your body produces so that your pelvic bones move and open up so that the baby can come out, it doesn't just go to your pelvic bone, it goes to your feet as well, and so all the ligaments and all the bones and everything are loosening up, and I started getting pigeon-toed, and excuse me, that's another thing, I'm always out of breath, and I'm a fast talker though, so breathe. But so yeah, so after the doctor today, he told me, he's like, in my opinion, I think it would just be best that you start your leave early. I mean, I know I still have 8 weeks left until my due date, and I could go overdue, but that's really what he suggested for me, and it's probably the only thing that's going to give me any kind of relief at all. So I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. I mean, I'm not quite sure how my husband is going to feel about that, but I talked with my work today and stuff, and got all the paperwork, and I'm going to get 4 weeks that is going to be paid full, like my full-time, full hours and all that stuff. And then the rest of it, I get short-term disability, which they pay about 60%. And so, but really, I was thinking about it, and I've been calling into work so much lately that I probably, that's, my checks already have only been about half the size they normally should be, so, and we've been doing okay, so, and I guess if we have to, just kind of cut corners for a month or two, and then pick up right where we left off when I go back to work after she's here, then, that's what we'll do. And I'm just excited to not have the stress of work and not feel like I have to completely and totally exert myself just to do what a normal person without all this pain does every day and stuff. And I think it was stressing me out so much, that I was getting really emotional and having all these breakdowns and stuff, and so, and I want to be there for her, and I want to be healthy, and I want my house to be ready for her, and lately I have zero energy, and my poor husband is the one doing the dishes and taking the trash out and doing the laundry, and, I think now that I don't have the stress of work every single day, I can at least clean my floors and and get her nursery completely ready and pack our bag and just do all that stuff that I've been wanting to do for a long time. So, anyways, this is getting really long, but when it comes to my sleeping, I sleep for about 2 hours at a time because I'm getting up and peeing all the time and can't get comfortable, but it's just preparation for when Brooklyn gets here. I'm going to be waking up every 2 hours to feed her anyways. The ligament pain that everyone talks about, really I only get it when I go from sitting to standing, or if I'm changing sides in the middle of the night or something, I'll feel this sharp pain right near your hip bone and stuff, and the first time I felt it I kind of freaked out, but I'm over it now. Here's one for everyone. I have terrible gas, and it doesn't even seem to matter what I eat. I mean, I could be drinking water and eating green vegetables. Well, green vegetables makes it even worse, trust me. But I mean, I could be eating healthy, or I could be eating junk food, and I just have terrible, terrible, terrible gas. And not that, probably TMI for everyone, but not that it smells awful or anything like that. It's just I just have all this air that just keeps coming out, and I don't know where it comes from. and I think my husband has sympathy gas lately, because I've never heard him fart so much in my entire life. Or it could just be that he's been working out a lot more than he ever used to. So, but I did have my glucose screenings. I failed the first one. So I had to go in for the 3-hour one, where they take your blood once every hour for 3 hours. And I failed the first hour one on that one, but I passed the last two. So the doctor said I don't have like full-blown gestational diabetes or anything, but that it's something that they still just kind of want to monitor. So every time I go in for an appointment now, I just make sure that I eat 2 hours before, and then they're going to check my blood sugar. And if it still shows, issues or something, then we might either, have me sit down with a dietitian or something, or they have some medications and stuff that they can just give me for the last few weeks, just to, keep it under wraps. I don't have any, specific cravings, I guess, other than, and this is probably where the gestational diabetes things come in. I love sweet stuff, like sugar. If it's got sugar in it, I am all over it. Like key lime pie and fudgesicles. And one thing I really need to stop, though, and I told myself today, because for the longest time in my second trimester, I loved Pepsi. It was just, I couldn't get enough Pepsi. But Pepsi has a lot of caffeine and stuff, and especially towards the end of your pregnancy, I really need to cut that out. So no more Pepsi for the pregnant lady. Maybe I'll just make tea or something. I know it has some caffeine in it, but not half as much as Pepsi does. So, and my cereal, I love waking up in the morning just having a big ass bowl of really sugary cereal. And I know I should probably change that. So maybe I'll start eating eggs and a banana like my husband every morning. But yeah, at this point I'm just gonna kind of take it day to day, and fill anyone in who is watching, who wants to kind of follow what goes on for these last 8 weeks. Hopefully it's only 8 weeks. I really don't want to go any longer. I'm a little, I don't want to say disappointed in myself, but I wasn't the healthiest person before I got pregnant, and so I guess I can't really expect this pregnancy to just go really smoothly and without, feeling the way I have been feeling. But I guess I had more faith in my body, thinking that I wouldn't be quite so uncomfortable and in quite so much pain and nausea, and I hate being such a downer all the time when my husband is around. I mean, he's currently still working 2 jobs. This week is his last week of working his second job, which will be so nice because I just love having him around. It really sucks just saying goodbye to him at 7 in the morning, and then he wouldn't be home until 8 at night. And especially now with me not being at work, it's going to be nice just to see him more. And yeah, I guess I wished that I had been one of those, you hear about these women who are born to make babies, pretty much. They have no complaints, and they work right up until the day they deliver. And I had sort of this dream of I'm going to be awesome at having a baby and all this stuff, and it just didn't work out that way. And I kind of had to say, though, I don't, maybe I feel guilty, and I don't need to feel guilty about this. This is the one time in my life where I can't feel guilty, and it's okay to say I've had enough. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I wrote down for today. I'll make more videos and, try and come up with the stuff that you guys should probably already know. since I am already almost done. So I'm already 32 weeks. And then hopefully, you know, I can bring the video camera and get some stuff of the labor and delivery and, you know, just really document it all, and it'll be exciting. So I'll show you guys my belly, my big belly, which my husband was an 11.5-pound baby. So, I mean, and I was, I think, just over 8 pounds, so I was a good-sized baby too, so she's going to be a big girl. And weight-wise, really, so far, I've gained 30 pounds, which probably sounds like a lot to a lot of you, but generally on my side of the family, like my mom, her first pregnancy, she gained 80 pounds. And all of her sisters were about the same, 60, 70, 80 pounds. So if I can keep it under 50, I'm really happy with that. So I'll try and get up here and show you guys. This is just a day shy of 32 weeks. And here, I'll take this off. Really, I feel like I've gained most of my weight right here. But this is with the shirt on. And then, I know you probably can't really see that. You can see all my stretch marks coming out here. Ugh. Oh well, the joys of pregnancy. And here's a front view. Can't really, but there she is. And oh, I suppose I could show you guys what we have for her nursery already. I'm doing this on the laptop, so this might be a little awkward, but there's her really cool light. You can't really tell because it's on, but I'm doing her nursery owl themed, which is why I have this little owl necklace that I got from my best friend. So I carry little Brooklyn with me everywhere. But this is her bookshelf that we've had one baby shower so far, and we're having one more yet. But just stocked full of some of her stuff. Her light, her changing table that we still have to get a pad for, her little owl thing, this really cool swing that we got at our shower, her green curtains, her crib with some owl bedding, but I think we're going to be getting a different one. That one was just like a cheap sort of extra thing that I got from Walmart, but a couple little signs with some cute little sayings, and here's her rocker glider, or I should say my rocker glider that I'm going to be in, probably breastfeeding her. Her dresser that my husband just put together the other night. I'm so excited to fill it up. And then her closet, which is already getting really full. But that's okay, girls need lots of clothes. And her bouncer seat thing and another tiny little bookshelf. Some stuff I still want to hang up. But I think when I'm done, when I'm completely done with the nursery, I'll make a detailed nursery tour, and I'll show you all the stuff that we got and when I pack our overnight bag and stuff like that. So, let's see, I'm already at 24 minutes, so, yeah. If I think of anything else, I'll jot it down and put it in my next video. But, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye.